Hello? Hello?
Hello.
Yes.
Hi, CP.
Hey, my friend, go ahead.
Yeah. Just I want to start with saying that I'm a Christian. I was born Christian, but I'm not the best of Christian, right? And I was dating that Muslim girl, and I wanted to confirm everything you said about adultery in Islam. Like I was dating that girl, and at a certain point, she wanted me to convert into Islam.
Hmm.
We had like long discussions, like maybe it went over 2 years, where she was trying to convince me to convert into Islam.
Hmm.
And I would like counter with the Bible. She would interrogate, she would question my Christian faith, and everything that is on the Bible, and I would try to show her the truth compared to what Zakir Naik or any other apologist would say.
Mm-hmm.
But in the end, after a couple of years, like, she realized that I was really, even though I'm not a Christian who goes to church and those things, she realized that I was never gonna convert.
Okay.
Then she all of a sudden she got married and told me, well, I got married. I was like, how come? I mean, we grew up together. I know you, you know me. You're a smart girl and you're kind of feminist. How did you come to that point? And well, she's a Muslim. I kind of knew that, but I thought it would happen to any other woman, but not her. Well,
Anyway, my
what
friend,
really confirmed?
hold on. You see,
Yeah.
for me, this is have nothing to do really with my topic. Let me tell you why. Because there's many people who are in the world, and you yourself, you said you are not a Muslim, Christian who practice, etc. So we can judge Christianity by you too. We cannot judge Islam by her too. So we have to be fair.
Okay.
We judge Islam by the founder of Islam, not by a girl. Her name is Fatima in the street. You know what I mean? So your experience, it might be good or bad. It doesn't matter. This is not really my issue. If this is Islam teaching, then the problem is different. If this is what she is doing, this is different. So we cannot judge. We don't want to be hypocrite when we say, okay, there's a Muslim woman, she is a whore. We want to say there's many, they claim to be Christian too, they are a whore too, right? So this is not the way to judge any belief or any faith. We judge Muhammad, we judge Islam by Muhammad. Was Muhammad a fornicator? Yes. Was Muhammad the founder of Islam teaching fornication? Yes. So we cannot judge. If a Muslim, they do later what Muhammad he said, they are just followers, they are not the one to blame.
Yeah, that's exactly where I wanted to come.
Okay.
If you give me a minute, it's because like I said, don't judge me because I'm not a Christian or anything.
I'm not saying.
Yeah.
I'm saying you are saying that
the
you are
reason
not
why
practicing,
I said
etc. Okay.
Because you helped me understand her behavior.
Okay.
I was dealing with a Muslim woman, and she got married and told me I got married. And then, she got in touch. She kept keeping in touch with me. And one day she came in my house, and then, we had everything, but I didn't have a penetration the same way you explained, like having in and out.
Okay, now I got your point. Now I got your point. Okay.
Now I told her, okay, now you're telling me, you were asking me to convert, you're having that existential problem, but what you're doing here is adultery. And she goes like, no. I'm like, what are you talking about? You have a husband. You came on your own into my apartment.
Oh, she's married too.
Yeah.
What the heck?
And then you came. I mean, you almost came onto me.
The same as that woman, exactly.
Like,
you see, I apologize from you, by the way.
Did everything.
Yeah, my friend, listen, I apologize from you. I thought you are going to tell me a story, endless story, have nothing to do with my topic, but look like your story. Yeah. You see, guys, you see what he's saying? You see what he's saying? This is the same story happened with Muhammad and the guy, his name is Tamar. The woman there, she is married. She came to the man, he played with her everything he does with the women except intercourse. And this is the story here happening with our friend here. Go ahead.
CP, all of a sudden, when you told the story, I exactly related it. I was like, damn, this is exactly what she was doing. And she knows Islam because she tried to convert me, and I was like, not 100% religious, but I believe in God. I believe in Jesus. I'm not going to convert. I know Islam. I grew up in an Islamic country. But the fact that you told me this is not adultery was like, I was like, whoa. And it's at that very moment that I realized that the difference between Christianity and Islam is moral standards.
Yeah, it's not, we
That
don't,
is the
share the same
huge
definition.
difference.
Yeah, they might share, use the same words. We say adultery, but for them adultery is different. As you see,
It is different.
the woman she is married, guys, did you hear? This is exactly what happened with Muhammad and the guy. The man, he came to Muhammad, said the woman she is married, and Muhammad, he said to him, maybe her husband is doing jihad, so they knew she's married. And now Muhammad is not worried about that. He did not even punish the man for that. He said, oh, don't worry, this is a small sin. So you can, according to Muhammad, you can invite a married woman to your house, she get naked, and you do, like, whatever, as long as you don't do intercourse, you are a good guy. This is a small sin, don't worry, be happy.
No matter how bad a Christian you are, my advice to you is, like, you need to realize that Christians and Muslims do not have the same moral standards. A Christian, when he's getting involved into love, like even an agnostic, but who was born in a Christian community, would say, I'm engaging for life. I'm here for love. And I mean, God or not God, I will give myself 100%. But the Muslim woman would have a different view. She would start giving herself, and at a certain point, she would stop it and ask you to become a Muslim and to recite the Shahada. My point is, I never recite the Shahada. No, I'm not doing that. I don't believe in that. I'm not doing that. I'm not asking you to become a Christian. I will love you the way I can love, the way I know how to love. Right?
All right,
but if now you went to the point where you came and did that and said, this is not adultery, I don't know what is adultery. What is adultery in Islam? That is the question. And that's where I join your point. And I really encourage you. You're doing a great job. You're even helping me become a better Christian, because I was not. Like I said, I was born in a country where like 95% are Muslims. I grew up like a Muslim boy, just defending my Christian faith. Like I was like, okay, Jesus, 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 Jesus. But I never even realized that it was not possible for a Christian boy to marry a Muslim woman. Like if I take Corinthians 7:12-24.
All right. Well, my friend, thank you for sharing your experience.
Yeah. Thank you very
and
much.
None of us, all of us, we are
really
sinners. All of us, we are sinners. We are not putting you. Nobody can put you
I'm
down.
a big sinner. I'm a big sinner.
We
Pray
do
for me.
sin. We do sin. All of us, we do sin. Nobody can claim that he did not do sin. And me talking to you doesn't mean that I am better than you. But there is a huge difference between us promoting sin and fighting sin. Muslims, they promote sin, but they think this is the way to live. They say to us, Islam is a lifestyle. Okay, as you see, a married woman going inside the bed of somebody, touching her, kissing her, playing with her private part, she's playing with his private part, it's fine. If you don't have intercourse in the vagina, that is not adultery. Which means if you do intercourse in the wrong location, it's fine. If you do intercourse in the wrong location, without saying where, that is not still fornication. Only intercourse in the vagina. What kind of a cult this cult is? And as you see here, the story, Muhammad, a man coming to him, saying to him, I did that with a married woman. Did Muhammad say to him, shame on you? Did Muhammad rebuke him? Did Muhammad say this is a big sin, don't do that? He said, don't worry, this is lemon. It's not a big deal.
That's not CP's story. I live it live. I lived it live and direct.
All right, my friend.
Yeah. Thanks for your help.
Thank you for calling. Take care. God bless.
Bye-bye.
So can we compare between the teaching of Christ and the teaching of Muhammad? We cannot. It's an insult. It is an insult. Any Muslim have a comment?